Hello, this is the red brick building, we call it, and we're at the Black River Trading Company store. This is part of the store, one of the two buildings, and it's between Tweed and Madoc in Ontario, Canada, between Tweed and Madoc on Highway 7, and that's about halfway between Ottawa and Toronto. But it doesn't matter where it is for the moment, you just take a look here. I want to show you this is the main floor of the brick building. Here's a nice teak bench, teak root. This is where we have some of the larger pieces. As you can see, that's a pretty nice long table. Some of the larger pieces and some of the little higher end sculpture. Here's a nice, again, zoom in on that. This piece is made of teak. Interesting table. There's lots of stuff in here. This is a table made of banyan parasite wood, they call it. Makes a nice coffee tree. This is a very cylindrical. If you look inside it, it used to grow around banyan trees. It's actually a parasite, but it's wood in its own right. Here's an interesting teak table. It's like a giant bowl. You can look down right inside that thing. Let's just take a look around. There's an interesting table. A tutu table. You can actually get a tutu table. It's too cool. A golfer. He's not wearing a tutu. A multi-level coffee tree shelving unit with a eagle on it about to take flight. Little bearded lizard. Snarty looking little devil. That's an interesting thing in the back wall here. That is kind of what we call a scroll light shade or a lamp shade. It goes on the wall. Put a light behind it and the light will shine through there in an interesting way. There's the backyard. Nice sunny out there. Bloody hot too. Bloody hot day it was. There's a nice bench. Oh, looks like it's sold. That is wicker with tamarind seat. Tamarind is the wood, I mean. What else have we got in here? A couple of snarty looking bears. Dolphin, there's a tamarind and wicker table. I wonder if that person bought the table as well. Interesting teak bowl. What do we got here? An owl. See how well these things are carved? They're all totally hand done. Look at the work. There's no machine to do that. This is all hammer and chisel. High quality steel chisels, but fairly rudimentary hammers. The hammer is relatively irrelevant. It's the shape of the chisels, the angles, the arcs, the gouges. Here we have a coffee tree armchair. Some dogs. Mama frog with a couple of baby frogs hanging out. It's an interesting table with some resin. This is clear resin. This is a new idea. It's kind of interesting. Here's some greyhounds. Be the first on your block to have your very own carved greyhound dog. What else have we got here? There's some seahorses. I see seahorses. A shark. Some, little bears. A windswept lady. This is a nice piece. I like this. It's well carved. You see the detail. Another teak amoeba bowl. We call these amoeba bowls because they're so weirdly shaped. Take a look at this piece. This is a teak tree. They've carved the root system This is all teak root, just below the ground. They've pulled that stump, cleaned it up, and carved all this stuff into it. Try to take you around a little bit. Carved a lizard into it. Another lizard. Bunch of vines. Just right where you see this cut here is the point at which the trunk came out of the ground. So they've just cut it right at that point and it's flat there. It's a great piece. We like it a lot. There's an eagle in it. Anyway, let's move on to something else. Here's an elephant table. They've carved these elephants. It's a single piece of wood with a bunch of elephants carved into it so as to hold a sheet of glass, on top of which we put other sculptures, namely this goat. What is an art gallery, wood sculpture gallery, without a goat or two? There's some lovely sirens on the back wall. Siren in the moon. Siren coming out of an egg. Another siren coming out of an egg. A golfer. Look at that. A golfer surrounded by sirens. Sirens on either side. This is every golfer's dream. Here we have another goat. A mountain goat. A snail. You can actually get a carved snail at this place. Another bearded lizard. Some cats, some nice pretty tats. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Here's a great big chimp. What else? Sharks. Killer sharks. Other killer sharks. Nice sharks. Hammerhead sharks. How would you like to have a head like that? With your eye at either end. Whoa. There's a teak table with matching, I don't know if they're matching, but they're rounded teak stools. On the far wall there's another tamarind bench, another long table. There's a bowl. Hey, and that's no, well, that is a bowl. I was going to say that's no bowl, but that is a bowl. You don't need to be Spanish to like that bowl. Here's a seascape kind of sculpture with a turtle and some fish. Big fish in it, an octopus. This is a single piece of wood. They've carved this from a single piece. There's a little pig, isn't that nice? There's a big pig, that's even nicer. Look at that. Place. This is the sort of place where you can find a pig on the table. That's the sort of place this is. Here's the other side of that seascape sculpture. What else have we got in here? Here's some canoe shelves. Some painted parrots, batik painting. Nice big mask, another mirror. Hey, a mermaid. If you need a mermaid at your house, now you know where to get one. There's one. We have other mermaids in this building. They're, I don't know where they are, but I know there are other ones. Let's take a look at a couple other things. Here's a manta ray, that's nice. Look at this table. Holes through the wood, sheet of glass. Strange little teak shelf. I just work these things up, you know. We make things all straight lines. Not in Bali. Everything's curved. Is there a giraffe? It's a really nice giraffe actually. Nice pose. It's sitting. Some herons. We got a number of heron pieces. Another one of those lamp shades for the wall. Little room here. There's a giant hand. check it out. This is a nice hand. It's I want to know, about 3 feet tall. A deer. Nice fish piece. Little dogs. Big fat Buddha. Don't know why the big fat Buddha has a little Buddha hanging out on his back, but he does. That's the way it goes sometimes. Buddha on your back. Some more batik paintings. Tall mask piece. This is about 5 feet tall, this piece. Almost free it is too. A tamarind chair and wicker, with a wicker back. Bunch of lizards. What else can I show you in here? Maybe I'll just pan across the room. There's so many things in here. You know, I've shown you a few, but there's lots here that didn't show up in that short little bit of footage. Anyway, that's the place. If you really want, that's this floor of the place. So if you like that, I think maybe what would make more sense is if you just came in person and got a better look. That's the way it is.